And another thing that he talks about cutting out is, as he says here, usually a good scholar and a good anthropologist will include every flaw in the bard's speech, every idiosyncratic utterance, every misspoken word or repeated word, and every interruption and comment from the audience. Okay, so he's taken all that stuff out because that again slows down the text, right? Adds sort of confusing things to the text, at least from the perspective or what he thinks is the perspective of the Western reader, right? But in all these interruptions, all these gaps, all these idiosyncratic things, that is the culture there, right? Uh, it's really, like cleaning things up to the point of having like a textbook or having like a clinical ecumenical text, right? So he really, in we understand why he does it, right? He wants to make it a easier reading text, but in making it an easier reading text, he's cutting out a lot of the things that make it a living type of text. So again, we want to sort of pay attention to these deletions or these lacuna as well, right? And he talks about here as the Namu sayers, right? We'll see these Namu sayers as they respond to the griot as he's talking, right? That a lot of what they're saying is sort of cut out. So the call and response aspect, right, of the poem, right, as it's being presented in its poetic musical form, right, which is evoking responses from the spectators, from the audience, right? All that's being sort of cut out, right? And again, we're losing a lot of the theatricality of the text with that. But according to the translator, this has to be done. Okay. And so again, here he's talking in his main introduction. He's given us some background. So we're in West Africa, right? Mali and northeastern Guinea, southern Mali and northeastern Guinea, right? Those are the nation states that we now have in those areas. And this tale is coming from the Malian Empire, somewhere between the mid 13th to the early 15th century. It's being narrated or performed better, right, by this griot or Gelli, right? I use the word griot, the francophone form, who is performing the text, right? So he is not just narrating it, right? He is musifying the text, right? He's musically and lyrically theatricalizing the text.